Hello, it's me here, Cameron. Welcome to a new upload from me, How To Cameron. Today we're going to be taking a look at a supermarket documentary, more specifically a Tesco documentary from, I think, 2006. I like documentaries from like the noughties and like early 2010s. I don't know why. I think it's just because I'm old as fuck, coming to think about it. I am getting old, okay? I'm going to be 22 in 2 months. Like, Jesus Christ, what an hell. I've got the AC waiting to go, but I can't have it on because you guys wouldn't be able to enjoy the video because it would be annoying in the background. So I am literally sweating my arse off because of you guys. So you guys need to leave a like. But yeah, it should be a good video. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone. Maybe no one fucking cares about documentaries. Maybe it's just me. But this might be a long video. But I think YouTube likes longer videos nowadays. You know, I'm working out the algorithm, guys. My channel's dead. I need to work out the algorithm. So let's see how this goes. Okay, if you guys do enjoy it, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new today. I'm actually mumbling words. Fantastic. We're actually gaining subs. I can't believe it. I checked the sub count. It's gone up over the last month. We've gained 3 subscribers, so thank you very much for that one. Let's get playing. Okay, my channel is completely dead, but I'm not losing subs anymore. Fantastic news.
Have you ever gone shopping for a pint of milk and ended up with a trolley load of other stuff?
Oh, that's so relatable. That's happened to me so many times.
And we'll be hitting the aisles with Britain's canniest shopper, who'll show us how to avoid some of the tricks used to manipulate customers.
What is that? They're stitching him up.
I remember the line out of the Lord's Prayer as I go through the supermarket doors, and that line is, Lord, lead me.
Well, it actually tracks his eyes. It's tracking like what he's looking at. You just know if he sees some bunda, bro's looking directly at it. Okay, bro is looking at it directly, erratically. What an awful title. Shopping the supermarkets, shop smart. That is the worst title ever. It's such a tongue twister. I can't even say it without producing like 20 millilitres of fucking saliva, you dickheads.
It's just such a beautiful shop. You just stand here and look at it. This is what, well, for me, you know, I'm just so passionate about it, as my team are. This is what retailing's all about. This is at the absolute cutting edge of retail.
This is so depressing.
Sukhwinder Bassi is the general manager of a typical British supermarket. He's also a commander on the front line of one of the biggest commercial battles of the century. The fight among the supermarket giants for the contents of your wallet.
I know full well the managers, they're never on the tills checking out anyone. They're not checking out anyone, okay? They ain't doing that shit. This guy is playing up for the cameras.
Nothing in a modern supermarket is left to chance. Everything in the store is carefully thought through and managed to encourage us to spend more money. And then to come back next
Why
week.
is there a fucking jewellery section at Tesco? Who's getting iced out at Tesco? What?
To help find some answers, we've gained access to a state-of-the-art 100,000 square foot hypermarket that Tesco have built here in Beckton, East London, just up the road from the 2012 Olympic site. Using this megastore as a case study, we'll find out some of the psychological techniques common to all supermarkets. The stores would like us all to be happy shoppers, and Sukhwinder is clearly a man on a mission.
I honestly believe that the job we do in stores actually makes a difference to people's lives.
It's just crazy to me how this guy went from literally being the fucking general manager of Tesco to the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. It's just crazy to me.
We not only provide, you know, the bare essentials, but actually we do so much more than that. You know, you look at our finest ranges, you look at our cosmetics, you look at, you know, electrical. You know, it's no longer about, you know, keeping up with the Joneses. It's actually about getting ahead of the Joneses. You know, the things we eat and our lifestyle says something about who we are as people.
This vast cathedral of consumption is open 24 hours a day, and it's still expanding. It sells everything from food to HD television.
God, I miss plastic bags. Oh my god. Plastic bags, they were goated. I am so angry, oh my god. Plastic bags nowadays are a joke. They're 30p each, and they don't even have them. They're normally just hidden away. Like, they're guarded nowadays. It's a joke.
Khalid and Rita Rana are big spenders. With 4 kids to clothe and feed, their weekly shop costs about £150.
Why are they buying all this shit? They're buying 3 laundry baskets. Why?
In supermarket speak, they're called premium loyals, the creme de la creme of shoppers, whom all supermarkets would love to attract.
We go in with 1 trolley and we somehow come out always with 2 trolleys. It's buy 1, get 1 frees. All of those, they all add up to number 2 trolley.
But no supermarket ever forced a customer to make a purchase. Their psychological approach is far more subtle, so we'll need some expert advice.
Oh my god. This is so nostalgic. Those
Psychological
things on the
approach is
steering
far
wheel,
more subtle.
they don't exist anymore. What happened to them? I've not seen one of them in years. The steering wheel lock. My dad had one. And his car sucked ass. Like, there ain't no one breaking into that shit. I don't know why he had one. I swear everyone had one and they've gone. What's happened?
Carl McKeever has years of experience as a consultant working with major brands and helping actually to design supermarkets.
Why did bro do a fucking 360 no-scope? What's going on?
Consultant working with...
Are you serious?
Carl McKeever has years of experience as a consultant working with major brands and helping actually to design supermarkets.
You're walking into Tesco, bro. Why are you doing a 360 macro shot?
Hi, Carol. Morning.
Hi, Sally.
So what's the plan then?
Well, we're going to have a really good look around this store today. I think the important thing for people to realise is that a big modern supermarket is just not a shop. It's actually a retail theme park. And they're always trying to deliver what we call in the trade retail theatre. So we're going to follow the runners around the store, have a look what they're buying, and then really see what's going on.
Sounds like a good plan. So where do you start?
Well, it's really important for stores to try and drive sales, and they'll do that with lots of promotions. So they like to position those in the promotional aisle, and that's exactly where we're going to start.
OK, off you go then. See you later.
And this is known as the power aisle. It's one of the most important parts of the overall store layout.
The supermarkets are well aware of the impact a well-designed power aisle can have.
This is where we put our strongest offers, and a customer looks down this and says, well, actually, if I can't get it here, I can't get it anywhere.
What, plastic fucking tops? Wow. I can't even work out the prices. Like, I was excited to watch this video because I wanted to compare the prices, but the video quality is so shit you can't actually do it. It's impossible. I think that says £1.87. I can't read it.
It's awesome.
£3.87? Doesn't seem very cheap.
Once in the power aisle, this is where customers can find all the really...
I love the design of old drinks. Like, fizzy drinks have fell off so hard. Like, nothing has fell off more besides my channel, haha, than fizzy drinks, though. Like, the price of them has gone mad up. They've, like, reduced the sugar in all of them, but they still have sugar in. So it's like, what are they doing? I don't get it. The reason why fizzy drinks are so nice is because they have so much sugar in. If you just drink a normal amount of them, like a few a week, you will not be fat. Okay, so I don't know why they've removed all the sugar from them. They're expensive as hell, and they now have these stupid caps which, like, stay on the bottle. It's a joke. I'm saying all of this. I have about £2,000 in Coca-Cola stock, so hopefully they're not going downhill, okay? Hopefully they've not fell off too much.
In the industry, this is known as a bog-off, and it's not a rude word. It's simply...
£1.54 each. That's not very cheap. I guess buy one, get one free. That's worthwhile.
It means buy one, get one free.
And those on the inside know just how effective this is. They even have a nickname for the technique used to manipulate us shoppers.
These prices don't look that cheap. $1.98 a soap. I swear it's cheaper nowadays.
It's kind of like the fishing term. So, we throw the customer a bait, which is we put our strong offers on the end of the aisle. So, as an example, we've got a strong offer on buy one, get one free ski yoghurt, which is next to the yoghurt aisle. So a customer would look at that and say, wow, that's an awesome offer, and then entice the customer to look at the rest of the yoghurts.
So how will our shoppers react? Carol is analysing the Rana's every move and will give them feedback once their shopping's done.
What's sad about it is, like, when I go shopping nowadays, nothing impresses me. Everything is either overpriced or you just think to yourself, fair enough, it's not bad. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a product and thought, wow, that's really cheap. Nothing is cheap.
Pick your yogurt.
The children grab their favourite yogurts, but they don't read the sign and miss out on the offer. Realising their mistake, Khaled steps in to make the most of the special deal.
It's fucking Erling Haaland. Why does he have a
Realising their
number on the
mistake,
back of
Khaled
his shirt?
steps in to make the most of the special.
Bro's a striker.
Take a strawberry one. How often do you think you are influenced by the special offers in store?
Quite a lot of times.
Right.
Yeah, because I've got a big family, so buy one, get one free.
Okay, so those things are really quite important
Yes,
to you.
they are.
Okay, so with that sign, did you notice if there was any particular colour that was being used?
Yes, it was bright yellow.
So you really saw it. And actually, if you notice around the store, everything that's got a special price or great value.
That ain't allowed, bro. You can't do that.
And actually, if you notice around the store, everything that's got a special
Why
price.
the fuck is a child standing in the trolley? That's egregious, man. Control your child.
Or great value, something that the company really would like you to see. They use yellow as a beacon colour to really stands out and catches your attention.
It did.
So you know, whether it's a reduced product or a special offer, yellow is used to really draw your eyesight.
Okay.
And if the special offers work well, they'll entice you to buy more than you actually need. So, working their magic and driving up sales.
When you see toothpaste, let me know.
Okay then.
Here come the Ranas, and Khaled's finding the bog-offs irresistible.
Listen.
So when you were in the health and beauty
These soaps are £1.49. They're literally cheaper nowadays. That's crazy. You can get, like, body soap for, like, that price, maybe a bit lower. What is bro doing? Like, just... Why is he, like, surveilling him like that? It's like fucking Hank from Breaking Bad. What the hell?
Okay, someone pick. Look at the number.
Look at Gerard.
No.
Gerard.
Someone.
Where is he? That's me. That's mine. That's mine. Gerard is mine.
No, you want quote for the
Oh
code.
Daddy, can I have
We don't get any
Gerard?
then. Come on,
I
let's
like
go.
Gerard. Oh, please. I like
come on then.
football.
Fucking Steven Gerrard. You dickhead. Steven Gerrard managed Villa. He made me think our Villa team was shit. Okay, this guy is the worst football manager there's ever been. Okay, bro won one title with Rangers. Everyone was hyping him up. He came to Villa. I am sick to death of that guy, bro. He is never allowed in my club again. I hate this guy, man. I hate this guy. This guy is a disgrace. Go away to Saudi Arabia, manage a Saudi Arabian club, and don't come back to England, okay? This guy ruined my life, okay? We lost 3-0 to Fulham away from home. Like, we lost to West Ham at home. And we didn't even score. We couldn't score at home against West Ham. And we finished 7th in the league after he fucked off. Oh, this guy's a terrorist, bro.
Did you start off today wanting to buy a poster?
Not really, no. He happened to sort of wander there somehow while I don't know what I was doing, picking something else up.
So this was an impulse buy.
It was,
Yes.
yeah.
Now the stores actually use this as a process called see it, like it and buy it. And they're relying on the fact that, first of all, they want you to fall in love with it.
Yeah.
And as soon as you like it, you have to then be able to put it in your trolley without even thinking about it next.
So we fell into their trap.
You fell into the trap, absolutely.
It's not a trap, though. Like, I don't get why they're wording it like that. If you like something at a supermarket and you buy it, that's not you falling into a trap. That's just you buying something you like. Like, I don't get it.
Impulse buying is the classic way of spending more than you planned. But amazingly, 8 out of 10 of us no longer use a list when we go shopping, leaving us very vulnerable to temptation. And there are tens of thousands of desirable items out there. But we can show you how to avoid these pitfalls.
Come on, let's go.
No, put your hanger on. Put the hanger on.
Prepare to meet the man who may well be Britain's canniest shopper.
Right, just like
There's no way this guy's not a nonce. Like, he's just in jail. He's in jail serving time. I can tell you that as a fact.
This is Stephen Kraft, retired scientist and bargain hunter extraordinaire. He claims to have the supermarket sussed.
I thought my fall off was bad. This guy went from a scientist to a fucking Tesco nonce. Like, what?
Of their psychological tricks or mind games works on him.
That is your eye. It's like something out of a horror movie.
What's going to happen?
He's been fitted with a high-tech infrared eye-tracking camera. It will record in pinpoint detail everything he looks at while shopping.
Bro's just looking at kids. Okay? They're going to have to cut that footage out of him staring directly at kids.
According to the experts behind the eye camera, convenience is king in our hectic, time-poor modern lives.
Today's battleground is about loyalty, and that loyalty is driven by what's important to us as shoppers. And what's important to us is time. If I can get you in and out of here more efficiently, more quickly, then that's going to start to build towards my loyalty.
Surprisingly, they say that nowadays price and value for money come way down the list for most of us. So will Stephen fit their model? It's clear from the moment he entered the store that he is not behaving like your average shopper.
As you walked into the store, you turned left and then walked down the bottom of the store in front of the checkouts.
No.
Is that what you'd normally do? Is that the route you'd normally take as you come into the store?
Yeah, the reason for that is that I'm heading straight for the bargain shelves where they're selling produce that's coming up to its use-by or its sell-by date.
Okay.
And I tend to go there first. They have one shelf in front of the other, and I have a good old rummage around.
The reduced declare section, that's fallen from grace big time. Like, the shit they put in there, like, this is going to sound like a lie because it's so unbelievable, but there was a pack of 2 eclairs, and I think they were £1.40. This was just yesterday. £1.40 reduced to 80p. It gives a reason underneath the reduced price. It said something like damaged packaging. Some fucking dickhead smashed the whole of one of the eclairs. So you have a pack of 2 eclairs, and one of them's just been hit by fucking Mike Tyson. It's smashed, it's decimated. And they haven't even reduced it by 50%, they've reduced it by 40%. Even though one of them is completely inedible. It has no structural integrity, it's just mush. And they still couldn't discount it more than 50%.
Stephen knows where the cheapest products and offers are kept, but unlike most of us, he actually compares prices when he sees a special deal.
£5 for 2 chickens.
Well, they have bog-offs, and it works out cheaper to buy 2 of certain items. And this is 2 for £5, for example. I'm just trying to work out the worth of about £3. See, it's still not cheap enough, actually, so I'm not going to bother with that.
So he's deducing that it's not cheap enough by the sole price of the full chicken. Bro, £3 for a whole chicken, that's so cheap. Something that I did when I was a vegetarian, like, one of the things that always fucked with me was, like, you can literally buy a chicken. That chicken has been killed and you can buy it for £3. Like, think about how many chickens you could buy. Like, if you had $3,000, you could buy 1,000 chickens' lives. That's crazy. Like, it's mad.
Most shoppers will see the red and yellow, which they've learnt is that means a promotion.
Yeah.
And most shoppers won't actually read the words. So they're not actually making the decision that you're making in terms of evaluating the actual value.
Not many of us know where these sorts of bargains are to be found in the store. And unlike with their more expensive ranges, the supermarkets don't make much effort to point them out to us. According to Stephen, shoppers on a budget are forced to travel all over the shop to pick up cheap basics.
Well, they periodically change the layout of the supermarket, and I wish they wouldn't do that without asking me first, so that you actually have to hunt for the staples, the cheap staples that you buy. I can see, with the layout of this supermarket, how they're making you go past the more expensive items in the hope that you'll impulse buy them. It doesn't work with me, by the way. And then you have to hunt for the staples, and in so doing, buy all the other stuff as well that they make the money on.
But
everything's categorized together, though. Like, they aren't hiding the milk. Like, it's right there.
But even a canny shopper like Stephen knows just how much temptation's out there. So he's equipped himself to cope with the pressure.
The other thing that I noticed that was very interesting was as you're going around, you're using a calculator. Again, is that something that you'd normally do?
The calculator is a braking mechanism to stop me going mad, as it were, because sometimes it is tempting if there's a lot on offer to buy too much.
Right.
And I've never done it, but it is possible to buy too much stuff, for example, that needs to be frozen, or too much that's perishable, and get it home and then have to throw it out.
Right.
And obviously that does not translate into a bargain.
But it's not all about price. Product packaging, or the lack of it, is a hugely important factor in Stephen's decision-making. And as shoppers, it's worth remembering that the cost of packaging is built into the price. So in a sense, you're just throwing money away.
Now, I would never buy this, A, because it's very expensive, B, because it's tasteless. I've tried it once. And C, because it's overpackaged. This is minimal packaging. It's very roughly cut bacon, but it all goes down the same way. In fact, I think I'll have a few of these. I shouldn't buy this stuff at all, really, because I'm a member of the Jewish Brethren, but I don't give a monkeys. So, I just hope the rabbi can't see me doing this right now. It's not really allowed. But this is what I call value for money. It's 93 pence for 250 grams, and that's not bad at all. So I'll have
That's not even cheap. I swear that's not even that cheap, even by today's standards.
Again, most shoppers use packaging to make value judgments about if it's nicely packed, it's probably going to taste nice and so forth.
Well, that's a psychological trick. It's a standard psychological trick the supermarkets used. But environmentally, it's irresponsible.
That's not even true. Like, if you buy meat, you don't want extravagant packaging. Like, you don't look for extravagant packaging when it comes to meat.
The amount of waste we produce as a nation, by the way, as an aside, is enough to fill up the Albert Hall every hour. So that's 24 Albert Hall volumes of waste per day that as a nation we produce, and this is in a very big way responsible for it.
This ex-scientist uses the fucking Albert Hall as an SI unit, okay? This guy, nothing can be trusted. Whatever he says is a lie, okay? The Albert Hall. What even is the Albert Hall?
Daddy, our trolley is full now.
Yeah, I know.
I think everything is going to get squashed.
Why is this kid so fucking smart? What the hell? What? That's a really smart thing to say. Jesus. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I know.
I think everything is going to get squashed.
The supermarkets are experts at understanding the commercial value of every single space in store. And as eye level is typically bi level, it's little wonder that they prioritise higher selling products at this height. What we can see is, in garden peas, an equivalent product of a similar nature but of a significantly lower price is
Bro is not knowing how to speak English, okay?
an equivalent product of a similar nature.
No, it's not the equivalent product. It's a different product of the same nature, not the equivalent product of a different nature. They're both peas. They're both the same nature of product. They're just different, okay, in terms of their quality, like what they actually are.
What we can see is, in garden peas, an equivalent product of
It's
a
not
similar
equivalent.
nature but of a significant...
It's different. It's a different product, same nature. I am the pea police, bro. I know what I'm talking about.
If it's not so easily seen, they won't sell quite so many. What it does mean is that they sell more products of a higher value.
Of course, your eye level varies according to how old you are. Supermarkets don't just want to tempt whoever's paying for the shopping. One of the most effective ways of making money is to target children, who then target their parents. Products aimed at children will be put on the lower shelves where they can see them and pick them up.
We got the bubblegum flavour.
It's called Pester Power.
Bubblegum flavour. That's it, I'm having this one. Daddy, why don't we get the bubblegum flavour? Yeah, get the bubblegum flavour. It's wicked. It's nice.
Yeah, but this is the Tesco one. We don't buy the Tesco.
Why? We bought the Spider-Man one from Tesco. We're going to buy it anyway from Tesco.
Where's the one that
Hello, Narnia.
So when you were in the toothpaste aisle, I see as Mum and Dad you came under some heavy pester power there from Aisha. She was very keen on buying a particular brand, but you weren't quite so sure.
Aisha picked up the bubblegum flavoured toothpaste.
Yes, and you weren't having that at all.
No, because it was the Tesco's own brand, and the normal toothpaste that we buy wasn't there.
And once again, just the same as the magazines, we saw that those character toothpaste, those novelty items which were designed for kids, are actually at kids' height.
Yes.
So they're going to sell more because the children just see them.
Like, it's the most obvious thing ever. Water is wet. Like, why is there a whole segment in this documentary? It's so obvious. This just takes me back to, like, geography at school. Like, everything is so obvious. The fact that they're explaining it makes me question how, like, people just don't... Do they not think about these things? Like, it's so obvious.
We can see how easily children are seduced by colourful products featuring cartoon characters. Or with
That's the most obvious thing ever. It's not like I'm going to be seduced by fucking Winnie the Pooh. Oh, well, I better get this toothbrush because it's got a picture of Winnie the Pooh on. Of course it's for kids. Like, what? You know what they had, actually, with toothbrushes? They used to have... There's no way they do this anymore, because it's probably not hygienic. They used to have, like a whole display of all the toothbrushes. And you could actually feel, like, the heads of them. Like at Sainsbury's, you used to be able to feel all the heads of them. I remember being a kid, like some of them were like softer, some of them like felt really nice. That made me like want to buy a different type of toothbrush. But I know they don't do it anymore because it's unhygienic as shit. But I wonder if anyone actually like remembers that. They might do it, you know. I don't know. I've not seen it for years.
the supermarkets collect data from their tills to build up profiles of our personal shopping habits. But that means trawling through an awful lot of information on a daily basis.
I wonder what they think when they see that I bought like 16 mangoes. Like, what are they going to do with that information? Like, make just a mango section just in the middle of the store because they know I'm coming and they want to improve my convenience. Like, they ain't doing anything with that information, surely. Oh, it's the old £20 note. I love that note so much.
Trying to get a completely new customer to come into a store is really, really hard. Getting a customer who already comes into the store to buy 2 or 3 more things is a lot easier. And so, yes, we're trying to build loyalty, if you want to call it loyalty. I actually don't like the word loyalty. We're trying to build our share of the wallet, you know.
That sounds way better, that does. We're trying to build our share of their wallet. Wow, that sounds way better than loyalty, fucking fat bastard.
Ice is used in between the displays to keep things looking good, but also to give the illusion of just how fresh the product is and the quality that it's come in at.
Salmon, get salmon, get salmon.
The Ranas are
I'm not gonna lie, those displays are incredible. Like, whoever thought that out, like, Jesus Christ, genius. That is actually genius. It looks nice.
Now here we can see that there's another technique being used, which is all about making sure people are buying linked sales. In the trade, it's known as good adjacencies. Here, wines are positioned alongside cheese, because there's a good chance that if you're going to buy one of these, you might need this to wash it down with.
So remember, things in store are not always what they seem. The appearance of the shop and its staff may be designed to create an impression of specialist product knowledge or expertise that's partly in place to encourage extra sales.
I mean, they are specialists. Like, if you are behind the fishmonger desk, you're trained on that. Like, not every single employee of Tesco is working at that section. So they're saying that they're building an illusion of it, but then they're not really. Like, yeah, they're a different type of staff. It's a different type of shop within a shop. Like, I don't know why they try to make it out like it's so cryptic, because it's really not that deep.
But supermarkets are strangely democratic. They really don't care who you are or where you come from, as long as you do your shopping with them.
Why is the narrator telling me that Tesco ain't racist? Like, obviously. What a surprise. They don't care about if you're black or not. Like, what?
It's strategic. You know, we want to be a company that caters for all. So to match everybody's taste, everybody's price range, everybody's lifestyle. We're a successful company, and the reason we're successful is because we're giving the customer, what they want from us. So from our finest ranges through our mainstream ranges, through our value-driven ranges.
And if you look around, you can see how a class system works in practice. Own brand value products in supermarkets make them almost no profit at all. The people who buy these do so because they're cheap, not because they're nicely presented.
And because stores are always looking for the fastest and most effective way to sell, some products these days don't even come in on shelves at all. In fact, this whole stack of things is on a truck and is replaced just like that.
This is the club's annual prize-giving dinner. And its demographic makeup closely reflects the local community in this part of London. It's something that has not escaped the marketing men at Tesco HQ.
Tesco are there, like, get the curry display out quick. Get the spices display out quick.
We're very proud of the fact that the lines that you see in the store directly relate back to the people who live in the area. We've got a huge Asian population and a huge Caribbean and African population, and we've got a great range to suit that. We've recently, through talking to our staff and talking to customers, realised that we have a strong Polish contingent in the area as well, and we've got people in the office at the centre working on a Polish range for us, because we think that certainly will add value.
Although they currently buy their Asian foodstuffs outside Tesco, the Ranas seem impressed by Tesco's growing ethnic food ranges.
They've got more variety here now, because I never used to have these.
Oh my God, they've got all these.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. Indian biscuits.
What did you want then?
I wanted, the chivra here. They're Bombay mix.
Courting local ethnic minorities is a strategy that comes from...
Wow, that's a mad sentence, that is. Courting ethnic minorities. Fucking hell. This narrator wants smoke, okay.
Courting local ethnic minorities is a strategy that comes from the top. Sukhwinder realises there's a lot of money to be made here.
We're going to write to all of the community centres within the few-mile radius. So places like the temples, the churches, the community centres, the gurdwaras, the synagogues and so on. And we're going to go and visit those people and share with them that actually, we recognise your custom, we recognise your specific needs, and now actually we cater for them.
Halal meat, which is suitable for the Muslim community, is one area the supermarkets see as having huge potential for growing sales.
And you can see here how things are changing. These products are specifically packaged in a way which will appeal to these consumers. At the moment, they're from another company, but watch this space. If they're successful, you might see these having the Tesco name before long.
They're coming to the end of their shop. And as they predicted, the Ranas' one shopping trolley isn't big enough for everything they've been tempted to pick up.
No more.
I'll actually get one more, because there's only 65.
Queuing up to pay is one of the most stressful parts of shopping, and it's where you might start to look at what you've chosen and maybe think about putting some of it back. The supermarkets do not want you to do this.
The stores are experts at using light to their advantage, and just at the point where you're about to leave, what do you see but the escape route outside? Clear open vision, it helps you queue patiently, and you know exactly where to go.
How much did it cost?
£174.
£174 is a hefty whack for a weekly shop. But the Ranas are nothing if not enthusiastic consumers, and they fell for most of the supermarket's psychological tricks. But remember Stephen Kraft? He's been successfully avoiding all the traps and pitfalls in the store, until now.
Bro's going to trip over the age of consent, though. Like, bro's struggling.
Use the big brands to navigate. So subconsciously you looked at Flora and that told you that's butters and margarines.
Or it just subconsciously zeroed in on the Flora.
It switched you into what we call a learnt script of behaviour. Now your learnt scripts are unusual in the sense that you're so price focused, if you like.
Right.
A lot of categories like this one, people have a particular brand that is their established favourite, and that they'll shop in almost in zombie mode. It'll just go straight off the shelf and into the trolley.
Nevertheless, by the end of his shop, our experts have to admit that Stephen has indeed got the measure of the supermarkets.
Just because he's bought the cheapest item of every single category, that doesn't make him a good shopper. Like, if you buy, like, tomatoes, this is a key example. Normal tomatoes suck. Okay, if you just buy Asda tomatoes, yeah, they're way cheaper than the extra special ones, but they're not nice. When you're eating them, they're just dead. But if you buy the extra special ones, at least you enjoy them. Like, that's a massive tangible benefit, and it's not that much more. Like, it is worth it.
I have to say that if there were more shoppers like you, you'd put retailers out of business. Stephen's unusual in the sense that...
My man, there's no way! They're hyping this guy up. He's bought 7 fucking bottles of ginger beer. How is that a necessity? That's just a waste of money. Ginger beer sucks, and he's bought super malt. Super malt!
His focus is so much on price, on promotions.
Why did he buy 7 bottles of ginger beer? I don't get it. Or he's so focused on money saving. Bro has an obsession with ginger beer and super malt. The deadest drinks, they all suck ass. They're all terrible.
Stephen's unusual in the sense that he only represents about 5% of the British shopping population. His focus is so much on price, on promotions. Most of us don't shop like that. And it's interesting that whilst a lot of people...
Most people aren't nonsense.
The Ranas spent more than £174 on their shop, while Stephen's cost just over 30 quid.
Okay, nah, this is what's funny. That family, they had 4 kids. So that's a family of 6, and that cost them what, £174? £174 for 6 people. This guy's lonely. He lives on his fucking own because he's a fucking loser. If you do the maths, 174 divided by 6 is £30 per person. So that family live in the high life, buying what they actually want. Literally spent the same amount of money per person. Is this nonsense?
On their shop, while Stephen's cost just over 30 quid. At first glance, they couldn't seem more different from one another.
Yeah, because bro's bought 7 ginger beers. Who's doing that? Anyway, guys, I'm getting this video here. Thank you for watching. But I actually really enjoyed watching this. You know, it's a bit of a nice documentary. You know, documentaries with How to Cameron. I'm just changing, like, my content. And something I've noticed is, like, long-form content does better on YouTube. And, you know, hopefully it's a bit of a niche thing to make a video on, so maybe it'll do well. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy it, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new today, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.